What's up, everybody? It's TheCryptoSpyder here. I just wanted to go over something I found a couple days ago. I thought was a pretty good little project. I've been reading up on it. It looks like it's called ProtoFi app. It looks like it was originally on the Polygon network, and it's just now migrated over to the Phantom network. Looks like I think January 15th, if I'm correct, is the date that this kind of started. So fairly new project. It's an AMM. They have swaps and farms and stuff like that, just like any other AMM, but they're trying to be the first ever daily dividend AMM on the Phantom network. And I'll show you what that means here in a minute. So if you click on that, it will, let me disconnect my wallet real quick. All right. So, you'll see the Proton coin is 21 cents. The all-time high when it launched, I think, got up to like 250 something. And then, obviously when you have pre-sales and stuff, things pump real hard, and then all the whales have pre-saled, sell off. So it tanked back down to 10 cents as the bottom, and now it's starting to slowly work back up. So this is a pretty good entry. I would say it's kind of, I think, hit close to the bottom, but well, let me say, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is all for educational purposes only. Please do your own research, make your own decisions. This is just trying to giving people information. So, but I feel like this is kind of hit bottom and starting to work back up. I think it's going to be a pretty good project. So, but you have your trade here. So I'm basically going to just kind of walk you through how to provide liquidity if you wanted to this platform. Try to make this a quick video. So you have your exchange, some liquidity, and analytics. Exchange is where you just swap one coin from another. And liquidity is where you would add two coins of equal value to a pool. And then the farms is where you would take the LP tokens they give you for adding liquidity, and you would add that to the farms. They have three different farms here. You got the nucleus, which is the main one. So basically, you can put in equal amount of proto and phantom. You're going to get, it's currently 1900%. This is coming down as more liquidity gets in. This was like 2300 before. This is slowly working down, but still a pretty good APY for a kind of a new project. Or newish project. $1.7 million in liquidity. That's pretty good. So the fusion farms, you got some different farms here. You got some pretty good APYs. Boo and Phantom 500, Spirit and Phantom 300. So, some pretty good. Spell and Mem 319. So they're giving some pretty good APYs. FUST, USDT, and USD. These are two stable coins, 47%. Another stable coin, 49%. So there's actually some pretty good mem and DAI, two stable coins, 73%. So there's some my and DAI stablecoin, 80% unstable coins. No volatility in that, no impermanent loss. It's pretty good. So anyway, just some different pools there. And then Particle is just where you could stake your proto if you want to for 300%. Now the Fission Pools is where they get into the daily dividend thing. So basically you're getting 500%. When you do the nucleus farms, you'll have proto and phantom or proto and USDC. When you get paid out here, you get paid out in electron. The other farms you get paid out in proton, but the nucleus farm gives you electron. That's basically their governance token. So you can take that and put it here. And then once you lock it up, you're going to get a daily payout in DAI, a stable coin. So as you get your rewards paid out from being in one of the nucleus farms, you can stake it here for a pretty good percentage and start getting an actual day. This is like, I think they do like 0.15% of all their swaps on here. All their fees go to the people that are holding the electron coin. The electron coin, like I said, is their governance token. So people holding electron will actually have a vote on how the protocol works or goes. The swapper, basically, if you decide you want to swap your electron back to proton, because electron, you can't sell it or buy it. It has a 1-to-1 value with protons, the same as proton, 0.217 or whatever down here, but you can't actually sell it. So you'd have to swap your electron for proton. And they have a little thing, if you try to swap it immediately, it's like a 30% fee, and it slowly goes down. So after 72 hours, you can swap it for, no penalty, but it's an anti-whale type of thing. So it prevents people from throwing $100,000 in here, waiting a few hours, pulling a good bit of profit, and just swapping it and going and leaving. They do a 30% tax on it if someone tries to do that, which they can put that back into the protocol or pay out to people in the farms. That, so it's kind of an anti-whale type of thing. So anyway, pretty good farm here, I believe. So if you wanted to provide liquidity to this, first thing you would have to do is make sure you had a MetaMask wallet. In the MetaMask, and you would want to use like either Opera, Chrome, or Brave, in my opinion. And you can add the MetaMask extension to it. So you could just come into that, whatever browser, you could actually type in MetaMask extension, and you can add your MetaMask to, I've got it already hooked, but it'll say add to Brave or add to Chrome or whatever, and you can set that up. And if you don't have one, you'll have to set it up as a new wallet. It'll ask you several questions, and you can have to add, do a password, and it'll give you a 12-word passcode. That's super important. Write that on paper and lock it away somewhere very, very safe, somewhere, in a fireproof box or something that won't burn. Never email it, never text it, never anything with it. If you can help it, don't put it in your phone. Don't ever give it to anybody. If you get an email from somebody saying, hey, well, your account's been locked, give us your 12-word passcode and we'll unlock your account. Never, ever, ever do that. It's probably a scam. Never give out the 12-word passcode unless it has something to do with your will and your death, and you're trying to pass it on to your family or something like that. Never, ever, ever give that out. So anyway, but you'll set up your MetaMask, get the 12-word passcode, write it down, get it all set up. Then it'll default to the Ethereum network. You'll have to add the Phantom network because this is on Phantom. You'll see Phantom Bank, but this is on Phantom, so you have to add Phantom. So you can Google Phantom on MetaMask, and there'll be a document or a link that pops up, and then it kind of shows you add custom RPC. It'll come to a web page that gives you 5 things you got to fill in: network name, you can copy and paste this, chain ID, Phantom, and then copy and paste this. And that'll add the Phantom network to your MetaMask wallet. Once you do that, you can send some Phantom coins on the Phantom network. Do not send it on the ETH network because it will go to the wrong address, and it's a really expensive to do. Phantom network's super cheap. So make sure you send it on the Phantom network. KuCoin and Gate.io are 2 good places to do that. They allow you to send on the Phantom network, and the fees are 1 Phantom or something, pretty cheap. But send some Phantom to your MetaMask wallet. Once your Phantom's there, you would pick the farm you want to do, whether it's one of the fusion farms, for 105%, whether you want to do nucleus, for the higher percentage with this coin. You can pick, if you want a stable coin, if you want to be a little safer, put half your money in the stable coin. That'll decrease some of the impermanent loss if you have some. With this kind of APY, though, it usually makes up for impermanent loss. But, not financial advice, do what you want. But I think Phantom's a good project, and Proto's a good project, in my opinion. So, this is where I decided to put mine, even though the APR is actually higher here now. It was higher here. So, this one may be more stable in the APR. You may decide to do that instead. So what you would do is, let's say you decided to do the Proto and Phantom. You come to trade exchange. You'd have your Phantom here. You would select Proto, and you don't want to do exactly 50%, because you want to leave a little bit of phantom in here for swaps and gas fees and things like that. So you'd want to, figure out just a little bit less than 50%, leave 3 or 4 or 5 phantom in here just for gas fees. The gas fees are fairly cheap, but you may be using a lot of them, and you want to leave some in there. So you want to swap a little bit less than half of your phantom to proto. And that way you have kind of a balance, half and half with a little bit of gas fees left over. Once that goes through, you click liquidity, add liquidity. You come in, you find proto, and you're going to add to the phantom and proto pool. Okay, and you'll get fees from this for the swaps back and forth between this. So what you'll do at this point is you'll want to hit max on the proto, which will do all your proto, but it will leave a little bit of a balance of the phantom. You have to approve the contract. Your wallet will sorry, I got off my train of thought. Your MetaMask will ask you to approve it. You'll pay a little gas fee to approve it. Then it'll ask you to provide liquidity or confirm or whatever. You'll click that. It'll approve it again in MetaMask, and then that will put your coins into the pool. Once that happens, you will have LP tokens. They give you LP tokens kind of as a receipt. You need those LP tokens to come get these 2 coins back out of this pool again later. If you want to pull your money out, you need those LP tokens. But what you can do for now with those LP tokens is come into the farm, and you can click on this, and you have to approve it again. You have to have a little fee in your wallet, approve that on MetaMask, then come back down here, and you can do max of your LP tokens, the Proto Phantom LP. You can do max on that, and that'll put your LP tokens into this farm for this APR. And then once you put it in there, it will actually start showing you a real time, like it'll start showing you in real time, like every minute or two, the balance will go up over and over and over again. And then once after a day or a week or however long you want to let it go, you can pull your profits. You'll get paid out in Electron. You can swap it if you want to. You may pay a little bit of a fee on the tax on that, depending on how long you've had it and all that different stuff. Or you can come into the Fission pool and stake it here to start getting a daily payout in stable coins. So that's basically how you do it. You got to come into exchange. You got to swap almost half of your Phantom for Proto, and then you go to liquidity. Add liquidity, Phantom Proto, you approve it, add it to the pool, you'll get the LP tokens. Once you get the LP tokens, you come into Nucleus, click on that, approve that contract, approve it in MetaMask, hit max and add all the LP tokens into this. And then after that, then you're farming, you're yield farming at that point. You can click here, and it'll have your balance, how much is in there, how much Electron you've made and all that. You see the price down here, and you can do the math on the Electron times this. Like I said, it's 1-to-1. Proto and Electron are 1-to-1, the same value. So whatever you're making, if you're making 10 of these a day, then you're making $2.10 a day. If you're making 100 a day, then you're making $21 a day. So depending on how much you put in here, obviously. So anyway, that's basically how to do it. They've got some stuff coming up where you can buy, or I think they've already done it, but maybe there's some more stuff in the future where you can buy NFTs. You can stake your NFTs and get bonuses on this. They'll give you a bonus for actually having an NFT stake too. So some pretty cool stuff coming for it. You can come in here, you can look at their docs. There's audits that were done by Certec. There's a rug doc has looked at them. I think at least the main person that runs it and maybe some other of the team have been KYC'd. So this is not just a random team. So anyway, it's just pretty interesting thing. No investment claims or anything like that, but I'll just let y'all know I threw in about $600 when the APY was a little higher. and I was making about $40 a day. So really with that APY, within 2 to 3 weeks, you've made your money back. And so, or if the APY keeps coming down, it may take you a month or month and a half, but still to double your money or to make all your profit back in a month or less compared to what, normal finance gives you, 0.1% or 0.01%, whatever, it's a big difference. So do your research on these. Yield farming has some things with impermanent loss. I mean, I guess there's always a possibility that this whole protocol just shuts down one day, and it's gone and your money is gone too. I mean, all those things are possible. Never risk more than you're willing to lose, all that good stuff. But, so just, these are always a risk, but, if you want to make an investment on something, this is something that I think this coin, currently there's only like 10 million of them in circulation, which is pretty low. I don't know what their max supply is. I think it's elastic because of the way the protocol works. But when you look at the tokenomics on this, I mean, there's a decent chance that this does get back up to $1, $2, $3 a coin, 6 months, a year, 2 years from now, whatever. If you're pulling 100 of them a day at $1 a coin, that's a pretty good income or a pretty good profit off of small investments. So, and again, this APR will continue to come down as more liquidity is brought in. So I mean, this could get down to 800, 600, 200, 100 at some point. So, but if you're another thing you can do with the Fission is eventually, once you've had this in here a while, if you've got a few thousand of these in here and it's $1 a coin, you got a few $1,000s, you could always take this all back out, swap it back to Proton, come back to trade, swap half of it for Phantom, come back into Nucleus and put all that back in here. And now you're getting the APR here higher, you'll have more stake, you're getting a high, more money coming into this. And then you can take all of that and put it back into the Fission pool. So there's a lot of different options here. And of course, you could always take your profits on some of this and come into one of these other pools. If you like, if you want to start doing a stable coin pool, you could do that. If you like LQDR, it's a decent project. You could come in here and get 255% on LQDR and Phantom. I mean, there's a lot of options on how you can spread the money out once you start to make those rewards. So anyway, just wanted to kind of walk everybody through that and let y'all know about this project. It's just something I'm kind of interested in, something I kind of like. So I threw a little bit of money at it just to see what happens. So anyway, hope this helped y'all. Much love, everybody. Y'all have a good night.